So be sure and purchase your program and have the opportunity to be a winner. Here come your Tigers!
Hey folks, we're sitting down today with Coach Alvin Palmer, the head football coach at Tiger Football, Fayetteville High School. And Coach, things have been pretty good here on Tiger Hill this year. You consider a new program, what you've got starting up, and your opposition. The guys have done a lot of things I'm sure you're really proud of.
Well, we're proud of it, and pretty good is right. You know, of course, anytime a coach goes into the season, you're going to have some ups, you're going to have some downs, and you're going to have a lot of ups sometimes, and sometimes a lot of downs. But we're pleased. We're not happy. Of course, you know, we're 3-3 right now, and but you know, first year program, it's nothing to really frown on. But I'm not going to make excuses. We can't control injuries and people that are hurt.
Right.
You know, and these last 3 losses, we've had key people out that couldn't play, and so, but we're still going to keep doing the best we can do, and we're proud of our young men.
Well, like you said, folks, he's 3-3 overall, but he's also 2-2 in District 9A, and that's a tough little conference. And there's a lot of new programs that end up going 0-4s, and I think, you know, these guys are really to be commended for the coaching staff, the job they've done, the effort they've put out there, and really a 500 season at this point. I mean, it's kind of an exception to the rule as far as what the norm is for a first-year program.
Well, and also 500, and you know, we still have a chance to make it to the playoffs, and that's what that's what we're working hard for.
Absolutely. Well, now currently in the district standings, Eagleville is 3-0, Forest and Moore County are 2-1, Fayetteville's 2-2, Middle Tennessee Christian's 1-2. Community and Huntland are still looking for their first win, and they're both 0-2. Now, Coach, your Tigers, through these 6 games, you've averaged 21 points a ball game on offense, and you've just been giving up 14. Now, I know that's the last few games may have fallen a little bit different from that perspective, but really 6 games in your season, those are pretty good numbers.
Pretty good numbers, and that's with those numbers, that would be 6-0.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Now, like you mentioned earlier, I know as the season's progressed, you've had several injuries, and that's impacted your Tigers. I think by the end of the game with Eagleville, you started that game like 3 starters, and of course, with your situation here, when you lose 3 starters, you're really losing 6 because they're on both sides of the ball. Then you had 2 more injuries in the second half, so by the time that game finished up, you were down without 5 of your key people on the field.
And those 5 add up to, you know, it could be 10 or 15, you know, or maybe more because they played kicking game also. And then we've had some out weeks before. They had strep, one with a spider bite, one with a broken hand. So stuff like it doesn't fall into place for us favorably at that time.
Right. Kind of, what's your update on your injury report? Are you looking now at being able to pick up a few kids back over the next week or 2 to have you help finish out this year?
Yes. I think everybody except Ryan Yates that got hurt Friday night, but everybody else right now hopefully will be back. I know we'll have maybe 1 or 2 back for this Thursday night's game, and don't know about the rest right now. Hopefully we'll hear something later on this week about it.
Okay. Now, folks, they had their home opener against Richland. They took care of business there in a big way, 41-6. They shut out Community 42-0. Then they beat a good Middle Tennessee Christian team here on Tiger Hill, 28-12. Now, Moore County, 8-7 defensive battle. With your big playmakers and them taking that lead on a safety late in the 3rd quarter, I know you had to be in just expecting to break one loose at any given moment.
At any time we thought that it was going to happen, and it didn't happen, but we thought at any time, you know, that the big players getting ready to come.
But you guys never quit.
They never quit.
Kept pounding.
Never quit.
That's good. All right, they were defeated on the road by a good Wayne County team, 30-10. Now, I know Wayne County's established a program over there. 2 years ago, they won the state championship.
2 years ago, and Coach Rice and his staff do a great job.
Okay. Then last Friday night, they went down to Eagleville, 28-0. Now, Eagleville's leading the district, and that could have very easily have been a 7-0 ball game going into the half. It was a scoreless first quarter if it was. And if I remember right, on that pass play, they scored just before the half. You had a defender break for the ball, and it's just one of those situations he didn't get his hand on.
That's right. And plus, we were lined up wrong.
Okay.
We were one guy short on that side, and so if we had lined up properly, it should have been 7-0. Or if we don't fumble there early in the first quarter, Ryan Yates was wide open in the corner on a play that we called, and he'd fumbled, and we didn't get the ball to him. But he was wide open there. It could have been 7-7 at the half.
Yep, I agree. Now, you've had great support from the community. They've been packed here on Tiger Hill, and you're also getting a lot of community support with sponsors from business and individuals as well. And I'm sure that's got to make you and your guys and your coaching staff feel good.
Yeah, you've got that right. It really does. You know, with the fans that we have and the sponsorship, the season is going great.
Good, good. Okay, you got 4 games remaining during these regular season schedule. 2 of them are in the district, 2 of them's out of the district. Thursday night, in kind of an unusual situation scheduling, you've got Page on the road. Now, Page is a 4A football team.
4A.
And from what I understand, they air it out.
They do. Quarterback averages about 300 plus yards per game. So they like to air it out.
Okay. Then on October the 18th, the Tigers will be hosting the Huntland Hornets, and that'll be your homecoming. That'll be your first homecoming as a varsity program, and I know that'll have to be a big night here on Tiger Hill.
And the homecoming and that game right there is very important about getting us into the playoffs. So that's more than just homecoming to us.
It is a district game.
It's a district game.
Right, right. Then October the 25th, you'll travel to Friendship Christian for an out-of-district matchup. What kind of program have they got? I'm not that familiar with them.
They've got an outstanding program, and the quarterback just signed with Syracuse last year, so he's got a great arm.
He's got a little talent in him.
He's got more than a little talent.
Okay, all right. Then your regular season will close out here November the 1st. You'll host Forest. Now, Forest, I think, is tied with Moore County in the district right now at 2-1.
Right.
So these next 2 district games of yours are really going to be key to to me, this Tiger program's already been successful for a first year. But the opportunity that you've got with these next 2 district games particularly, you can make some noise in District 9A.
Well, now's the time, and I hope our young men are back and ready to go, because now we can make some noise for ourselves.
Good, good. All right, well, Coach, appreciate you talking with us today for a few minutes about your Tigers. We want to get a little information out there and keep everybody updated. And, folks, Thursday night, Page, Patriots, 7 o'clock kickoff.
7 o'clock kickoff, and it's what they call military night. And I think the superintendent of school is supposed to bring in the game ball, parachuting it in.
Sounds good, sounds good. So Thursday night, you can get out there and support another high school program here in Fayetteville. And what is it you always say, Coach P?
Go Tigers.